I'm Ashley Rumford. I'm the triplets' mom.
And I'm Justin Rumford, the triplets' dad, the father of Livy, Lola, and Bandy. And on September 28th, 2013, we had our triplets born at Wesley Medical Center.
So the kids were born, I only carried 28 weeks and 2 days. So they were about 12 weeks early. They were in the Wesley NICU for 62 days. When they were first born, Livy weighed 2 pounds 8 ounces, Lola weighed 2 pounds 7 ounces and 3/4, and Bandy was 1 pound and 12.5 ounces. I would say the hardest part about having your children in the NICU is leaving them every night and knowing that you're the mom that is not taking her kids home because they're there growing and going through all of the feedings and the blood transfusions and the oxygen levels and all of the things that normal children are not having to go through that our babies were having to go through, and just watching that every day. And you knew there was an end in sight, but you didn't know when you were going to be able to bring your children home. And so it was just that feeling of feeling empty when you leave the hospital and feeling like you're missing a part of you that is still back in the NICU, but knowing that they were receiving the most amazing care possible, but still feeling that empty feeling. So my typical day would start off in our camper. We stayed in a campground 4 miles north of the hospital, and I would get up and pump because the NICU was very pro breast milk and natural as much as possible. And so, we kept all of our milk there at the NICU. They had refrigerators everywhere, and so I would start off with that, and then I would go straight to the NICU and then just kind of get in on whatever rotation we were on with the babies. The babies were on an hour rotation with their nurses, and so when I would get to the hospital, I just jumped in and helped with feedings and diaper changes and clothing changes and vital signs, weighing the babies, and I just did as much hands-on as I could all day long because I wanted to just learn what those nurses were doing so that when we went home, I felt like I had a handle on what was about to happen. And the nurses were amazing with just holding my hand and letting me do as much as they could let me do. And they were very encouraging about us being there. They wanted us to be there. They wanted us to be hands-on. They wanted us to know that we can do it and that we can take on this responsibility. They're going to show us how.